Hi there, welcome to the fifth video in the brackets and factorising topic at National 5. Okay, this time we're going to look at factorising trinomials in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, essentially when you have more than one x squared. Okay, you remember last video we just popped in, so x squared we popped in x and x. Well, this time we're going to look at that first thing in 2x squared or 5x squared, and it's not so easy as just to pop in the things. Okay, so three things we're going to look for. We identify the factor pairs of the x squared in the constant terms. Identify the specific pairs which will go into the given coefficient to give the coefficient of the x term. And lastly, and even more important here than last time, be very wary of negative numbers and be patient. Okay, so the first thing here we're going to look at is factorising 2x squared plus 11x plus 5. Okay, and I'm going to spend a bit of time on this one. Okay, so firstly, let's look at the 2x squared. That's the one that's changed here. Now, the 2x squared term, okay, has to have come from a 2x and x. Okay, that's your factor pair for 2x squared, nothing else available. Okay, let's look at the constant term as well. Okay, that 5 has to come from 1 and 5. Okay, so we know in our brackets, if we're looking to put them into brackets, the numbers here multiply to give 2x squared. So that has to be 2x and x. Okay, the numbers here have to give 1 and 5. Have to give you 5, so they have to be 1 and 5. Okay, notice as well that you're multiplying to a positive, so the signs are the same. Your positives in the middle, so they're both positive. The problem is, this is the most simplest thing we can get. Only one pair gives us 2x squared, only one pair gives us 5. But we still have two options. Because this 2x and x is different, there's two different things it can be. It can be 2x plus 1, x plus 5, or it can be 2x plus 5, x plus 1. Okay, now we need to be able to figure out which one it is. Okay, which one gives us the 11 that we're looking for. Okay, now when you multiply them out, that 2x and x gives you 2x squared both times. Okay, the 5 and the 1 will give me plus 5 both times. That's not really very interesting. We chose the numbers so that they did that. Okay, that's never going to change, presuming we choose the numbers correctly. The middle term is what matters. Okay, so 2x multiplied by 5 will give you 10x. 1 times x gives you 1x. Together, those give us 11x. Notice the other way, 2x times 1 gives me 2x. 5 times x gives me 5x, which will give me 7x, which is wrong. So my factorisation for this part here is 2x plus 1, x plus 5. Okay, that's your factorisation. Now let me propose something else. What if it wasn't only one term, only one factor pair here? Okay, what if it was 2 factor pairs here and 4 factor pairs here? You would have many more things to try. And what we don't want to be in a situation is just multiplying out brackets for half an hour of our exam. Okay, so what I'm going to propose is a different way of setting this out. Okay, now your factor pairs here are 2x and x for the first one. Okay, we know that 1 and 5 are the pair going the other way. Okay, but we could have 1 and 5, or we could have 5 and 1. Okay, so if I can identify those pairs, I can use a table to help me get what I want. Okay, now notice the first one, when 2x was with 1 and x was with 5, 2x multiplied by 5. So I'm going to multiply across the way. 2x times 5 is 10x, and x times 1 is 1x. So that gives me in total, excuse me, sorry, this row. Okay, 2x times 5 gives me 10x, x times 1 gives me 1x. In total, that would give me 11x. 2x times 1 is 2x, x times 5 is 5x. That gives me 7x. So this is the one I'm looking for. Okay, now essentially it's the same thing, it's just a strategy to do it quicker. And the thing with this process is there's lots of strategies you can use. Okay, I'm going to stick to this one, but if you struggle, go talk to your teacher and ask her for a different strategy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick our factor pairs, 2x and x, 1 and 5, and then we're going to swap them over. 1 and 5, 5 and 1, cross multiply and see which one gives us the 11x. Okay, now I'm going to give you another example to try yourself. Okay, So have a look at this one. 2f squared plus 9f plus 10. Identify the factor pairs of the 2f squared and the 10. Make your table. Try and find out the 9f. Pause the video, give it a bash. Okay, so firstly, looking for the 2f squared, we know our factor pair there is 2f and f. Okay, nothing else gives you that. It might soon, but right now nothing else gives you that. Okay, plus 10. Well, now we've got two options, 1 and 10, 2 and 5. Okay, now make your table. Your 2f squared is 2f and f. Okay, they're going to have to do. We're going to try 4 different ways. We're going to try the 1 with the 2f and the 10 with the f, or vice versa. And then we're going to do the same with the 2 and the 5, and the 5 and the 2. Okay, so these are all my possibilities. Okay, right now they're all positive, so we don't need to worry about it. We're multiplying to positive 10, so they're all, and that gives you positive 9, so they're all positive. Then we cross multiply, so multiply from there to there, and so on. 2f times 10 is 20f, and f times 1 is 1f, so in total that's 21f. Is that what I'm looking for? No, that's not the answer. Then we do the second row, or the second column. 2f times 1 is 2f, f times 10 is 10f, so in total that gives me 12f. Is that what we're looking for? No. Third one, 2f times 5 is 10f, and f times 2 is 2f. So that again is 12f, no good. Lastly, 2f times 2 is 4f, and f times 5 is 5f. Together that gives me 9f. Brilliant, that's what I'm looking for. So 2f is with a positive 5, okay, from the top row. 2f is with a positive 5, so my first bracket is 2f plus 5. From the second row, f is with 2, so it's f plus 2. If you wanted to make sure, especially if you've done a bit of work and a lot of testing, 2f times f gives you 2f squared, 2f times 2 is 4f, 5 times f is 5f, and 5 times 2 is 10. That gives me the 9f. Okay, that's just a wee double check. Don't need to write it. Okay, third example, we've got negatives popping in. Pause video, have a wee think. What does that mean now that negative's there? Okay, so firstly look at our factors. 3f squared, we know it has to be 3f and f. Nothing else does it for us. Okay, that 8, 1 and 8, 2 and 4. Okay, but now we need to think about our signs as well, and you should be thinking about your signs all the time. We're multiplying to a positive, okay, so the signs are the same. There's a negative in the middle, so the signs both have to be negative. Okay, so here, I actually know right now without doing any work, you won't always, it's 3f minus something and f minus something. And then you can use your table to figure out what one is. So 3f and f is our starting point. We're going to have negative 1 and negative 8 because we know they're both negative. Then we're going to have negative 8 and negative 1. And then the same with 2 and 4. Minus 2, minus 4, and minus 4, minus 2. Okay, 3f times negative 8 is negative 24. F times negative 1 is negative 25f. No good. Okay, we're looking for negative 14. 3f times minus 1 is minus 3f. F times minus 8 is minus 11f. No good. Okay, third one, 3f times minus 4 is minus 12. And f times minus 2 is another minus 2, so that's minus 14. Bingo. Okay, so 3f goes with minus 2, and f goes with a minus 4. Okay, just the same as with a lot of these videos, that is how you do it. The only thing that could happen is it could give you more complicated ones that takes more time, but that's your strategy. Identify your factors, make sure your signs are okay, and then use your table to get what numbers work. Okay, one more example. Okay, 2x squared plus x minus 3. Okay, 2x squared we know is going to be 2x and x. 3 we know is going to be 1 and 3. Okay, but this time we're multiplying to a negative number. Okay, negative number means our signs are different. Okay, so 1 will be positive, 1 will be negative. Okay, we're looking for the positive 1x at the end. Okay, now 2x and x is there. Now one of these numbers, 1 and 3, has to be positive, one of them has to be negative. Now, an added problem here is that it could be the one that's negative, or it could be the 3 that's negative. So we have to try both cases. So it could be -1 and 3, and then swapping them around, it could be 3 and -1, or it could be 1 and -3, or it could be -3 and 1. Okay. Now notice here, just from the simplest instance, just one factor pair here, one factor pair here, we're getting 4 options to try. 2x times 3 is 6x, x times -1 is -1x, 6x minus 1x is 5x, no good. 2x times -1 is -2x, x times 3 is 3x, 3x minus 2x is positive x. Brilliant, that's me done. Okay, so 2x times 2x goes with a positive 3, and x goes with a -1. Okay, that's your final answer. Okay, a couple of points I'd like to make just before I go over the success criteria. Firstly, there's lots of tricks you'll pick up as you go through. The more examples you try, the faster you'll be at it. Okay, the more factors you have, the longer your table is going to be, but just plug through it, just take your time, do it methodically, and work to the end. Okay, the last one, which hasn't been an example here, is if I had an example, let's say a question E here, where it started with a 4x squared. Now, a 4x squared actually has 2 different factor pairs. It has 4x and x, and 2x and 2x. Now, in that case, you would simply have 2 tables. You'd have one table with a 4x and x and all your possible factors, and a second table with 2x and 2x and all your possible factors. Okay, that's one instance where they can make it trickier. They can make the number at the end, the number at the start, have more factors. That just gives you more things to try, but the strategy is the same. Get your x factors here, get all your possibilities, and find the middle number. Okay, and again, just as a reminder, there are a number of strategies for that. It's one of the things that math teachers, depending on what skill you're in, when the class you're in, teachers teach it differently. Okay, if you're struggling with that method, I would encourage you firstly to take your time, spend a bit of time over it, and try and get it. If you just think it's struggling to go in, go and ask your teacher for an alternative method. So 3 things you have to do here. We identify the factor pairs of both the x squared term and the constant. The one at the start usually, and the one at the end usually. Use the table, okay, use the table, cross multiply, to find that specific pair which gives you the coefficient. Okay, and lastly, so important, be very wary of your negatives. Remember your rules and be patient. Okay, thank you for your time.